It's Friday, do you know what I mean? We will have dinner today. Of course, we have to do this on other days, but Friday is a special evening. I don't remember when or how it started, but when I'm at work on Friday and I start thinking about you and what we're going to do tonight, my back arches and I try to press myself tightly into the chair so that my panties squeeze me down there as tightly as possible. I arch my lower back and press my pussy against the edge of the chair. It wouldn't even occur to my colleagues that a woman was sitting in front of them, rubbing herself against the chair and quietly pinching her nipples. Or maybe they are pretending that they don't see anything? One employee once admitted that when her husband is not at home, she climbs into her panties and her crib in the evening to play with her pussy. Interesting. Why in the crib? I like to do this most of all on weekends during the day, when I manage to stay alone in the apartment, soak in the bathroom, expose my pussy to a thin stream of water, come while lying in warm water with foam, caress my body with a gentle lotion, then lounge on fresh lingerie and lace panties with the bra pulled up. The bra pulled up, it in itself excites me terribly. The breasts stick out from under it somehow especially firmly. You can actually do the opposite, lower it and let the nipples fall out. This is also very good for them. And even better, immediately put some toy in your panties. It sticks out so deliciously, and I look like a man. I walk around the apartment with such a toy in my panties. Every step causes a rush of blood. I massage my lips from below with a toy. I sit down on the bed and fidget on it from side to side. Well, now I'm already wet. I'll have to lie on my back, massage myself below and, if the size of the toy allows, try to insert it a little inside myself. It's nice when the toy sticks out of me and presses with its weight, pulling everything down. This is a fairy tale, but now my patience runs out, and I take the end of the toy sticking out of me in one hand, and use the fingers of my free hand to help my tail. If I want to finish quickly, I rub my ponytail first, and when I feel the required level of arousal. When I start to feel this, I simply abruptly insert the whole toy, all the way to the cervix. At such moments it is all tense and touching it again causes the same indescribable sensation. Sometimes you want to beat yourself up there, in the depths. At the same time, even the tummy tenses, especially at the bottom. The simplest thing is to take and squeeze the muscles very, very strongly in order to grasp the toy and feel all its bulges. Or you can simply pump yourself up by holding the clitoris with a finger of your other hand, pressing on it or massaging it. Sometimes I want to sit astride the pillow, leaving the toy inside me, and move my hips back and forth, rub my clitoris from below, squeeze my thighs until I come. In this position, my juices pour out of me very quickly. When evening comes, you will come home tired, and I will undress you. Herself. I have never undressed a man before, but I very well imagine how I will unbutton your jacket, slowly, inadvertently, as if, touching your knees with my thighs. Finally you are standing in front of me in a shirt. Through it I can clearly see your nipples, pink-brown, dark. They are so small and always stick out, maybe under my gaze. I'll take off the tie quickly, in one movement, and you'll be free. And then the most interesting thing begins. For me, and this is a real test, today you have nothing under your shirt. I find myself unprepared to suddenly see all of you. You're such beautiful chest, the chest of a young man, and this soft fluffy hair on it, in which I immediately want to bury my face. Or maybe with our nipples, but according to the script, we have dinner first? Or did I mix everything up? What remains are the trousers, the last fortress, but you suddenly unexpectedly decide to help me and rip off your belt. And I get the most pleasant thing, to unbutton you below and kneel down, dragging your last clothes with me. I touch you with my mouth, as if inviting you, and you don't mind, but we have dinner first today. What a strict boy. I love watching you eat. You may smile when you read this, but for the first time in my life I began to admire a man who swallows before my eyes. After all, you swallow me, licking your lips, carefully preparing pieces of me for the next portion in your mouth, and no matter how I twitch, you will still eat me. You stood up to light a cigarette and somehow suspiciously carefully began to examine the table in the kitchen, slowly running your palm over it, as if determining by touch whether it was smooth and warm enough. In trembling, maybe you'll be a substitute for today's whipped cream dessert? Or have you decided to mix us up and satisfy your appetite in this way? While I frantically rush from one thought to another, you put out your cigarette and suddenly start pushing me towards the table, and then you pull up my skirt. Thank you for your attention. Like and subscribe for more news stories.